somewhere.
And what do you think about feet in general, about your husband's feet? Repulsed or attracted?
My feelings about feet go quite deep, obviously, and
all the way down.
they do, down to the down belows. I will be honest with you about my current husband's foot. That interestingly,
has he only got the one?
Oh, he's got two. Sorry. The toe does a sort of U-turn, which is better to have it there than in another part. Sun comes out, sex
what if
feelings
what if
go
there's
high.
comments that come with it? That's a nice pair, love.
Or they're a bit droopy. You see, it can go the wrong way.
It's nice to talk about breasts, actually, because the last time my breasts got this kind of interest was when I was pregnant. And the interesting thing about being pregnant... No, it's gone. Yeah. And my first marriage was when I was 39. And quite a lot of pressure from my parents, actually, to get married. And in the end, they advertised several times on my behalf, actually, in the Filipino Times. No, they said they needed to hold their head up in the Isha branch of Sainsbury's, and look, I can relate to that. And who doesn't? But it wasn't wasted, because we got a chance to go to Relate. I don't know if anyone goes. They've got branches everywhere. It's a bit like Quick Fit. You know, they're great. They're great. I mean, they see anyone. You don't even need a partner to go. You just turn up on your own. They'll lend you one at the door. You know, they do. They do. And they really put their counsellors through the paces, because I think they have to have at least 3 nervous breakdowns, several traffic warnings, and a keen interest in wet nursing. Before they're eligible to wear the Celtic jewellery, Mexican poncho, and mouth that puckers like a cat bottom every time they speak, you know, like that. And then when they hand out the Kleenex, you know that they're up to speed. Not the drug, obviously. That's just for when they're training. Anyway, ours was wonderful, our therapist. She sat us down and she said, OK, so what do you like about each other? Because that's obviously how they talk. How would you like about each other? She says, so to break the silence, she said, what don't you like? Well, we only had an hour. But I managed to slip in a few minor points about dress sense, personal hygiene, friends, family. Obviously had to wait till the following week before I could open up more fully. In the end, she suggested we go for a trial separation. And, you know, it went so well.
Well, foodie Helen Lederer is here. And
there's a word called metrosexual, the touchy-feely man, so this is real. But we're dealing with gender blurring, I think, which is a bit of a problem. I think classical music is obviously just invented by famous dead people.
So what better way to spend a rainy afternoon than wine tasting with Helen Lederer?
I'd like you to swirl, and when you swirl, you want to look at how much liquid is left on the sides of the glass. The more viscosity, as opposed to viscose in your pyjamas, the more it stays on the sides because there's more alcohol in it. After an hour with me, they will be able to tell their Chardonnays from their Rieslings, I promise. I think that looks shop bought. Possibly. Bring them by, maybe. Anyway.
Rule 1 in celebrity cooking. Share everything with your guests, including your germs.
there's no saliva on there. It's just my breath. I brushed my teeth this morning.
A little lesson about Spain, not for an hour. I haven't brought slides with me.
Sorry, do you mind I just go to sleep?
Now this is interesting. This is the Austrian Grüne Veltliner, which sounds a bit like my grandmother's best friend, who is called Marianne Grünfeld. I just wanted to say that. I did hear that the Moroccans themselves do think that it's medicinal, even though they don't necessarily drink as much as others. They think red wine is medicinal.